Hey YouTube land, happy Friday the 13th. Today I'm going to do a different video because this past weekend um, I went to two concerts. I just don't have luck with anything, but I'll get to that in a second. And I figured I'd do a concert review and talk about the other one really quick. I have a list here just so I don't forget it. I want to touch on every song or most of them. First off, last past weekend on Friday, I went up to Pittsburgh to see Dogstar, mostly to meet Keanu Reeves. Didn't get to. Stood in line for a while outside, hoping he would show up, sign autographs. And so I left and I went to the record store right nearby. It's one of the Pittsburgh's most popular ones, and I found this bad boy, Japanese pressing, Aussie, No Rest for the Wicked. So wasn't all lost. I got that at least. And then I went to the eat at the show because everything was freaking closed, and I stopped in to see him perform. They're mostly like an alternative pop rock band of the 90s, not really my style. They sounded good. There were only three guys. Keanu was playing bass, and it was a short ass show. I got there like 10 after 7, and they were playing their first song. They were done by like quarter after, 20 after 10. I'm like, what the hell? By the time I got outside, there was probably 50, 60 people deep around the bus. So I'm like, screw it. I might have got a chance to take a picture, but it was dark. So I didn't get to meet him, but that's my luck. 2 days later, Sunday in Wheeling, I got to see Alice Cooper again, one of my favorite artists ever, fifth time. And once again, bad luck strikes. I went up there early, and they had a bunch of security guys telling me I can't go in the back. So I never got a chance to meet him or any of the band members. And Nita Strauss was sick, so I didn't get to see her perform. I saw her before, but I mean, of course, just my luck, right? And the arena's pretty small. It holds like 5,000. So the ice surface, because it's a hockey arena, the ice surface is not NHL uh, size, so regulation size. So they put the stage in half of the front of the where the seats are in the where the ice is. So like the sides were, it wasn't a wraparound stage. You couldn't see behind. So half behind the stage and the side of the stage and behind was all blocked off. So already it was small. So and not all the seats were sold out. So I'd say maybe 2,000 people at most were there. It was a pretty small crowd. And I was in ninth row, but it was really in any other arena, major arena, it would probably be more like the fifth row, fourth row, because it was that small of arena. And they opened up. You can check it out on set list, but I'll just talk about the show. Without Nita, it was kind of like the band sounded tight. The three guys, Chuck Garrick bass, Ryan Roxy, Tommy Hendrickson, the guitar players, sounded really good. It's just you could tell there was something missing without Nita there because there was three guitar attacks. So and plus it was a small arena, so I think that helped a little bit. And they started off with "Lock Me Up," which is they shortened it. I think some set lists they shorten it, and some they don't. And I got the new album. I forgot. I'll have to do a review on, and they did the short list of "Lock Me Up." I think they played the Robert England "How Do You Plead," Alice Cooper, and he's like guilty, and they start the song. They play half the song. They kicked it off then with "Welcome to the Show," which is a perfect show opener, pretty much, because it's talking about welcome to the show and theatrics, and off the new album Road. So it would be that's going to probably be a concert staple for a few years anyway. And then they did a lot of classics like "No More Mr. Nice Guy," which is probably my favorite classic Alice Cooper hit. I'm 18 with the crutch he's holding up in the air. 18. Then "Under My Wheels" from Killer. And then they play "Bed of Nails," which is one of my favorite songs from the metal era and 80s Alice Cooper. Um, I don't know if I've seen him play that one before. Maybe once. I think he played "House of Fire" once. But of course, he plays "Poison." That's like a staple too. Then they went into "Billion Dollar Babies." I love that the drumming on that from Glenn Sobel and Michael Bruce. The opening drum is just cool, and he shoots fake. Almost, it's pretty much like I don't even know if it's dollar bills, like fake dollar bills, or confetti. I didn't really look, but it might be a mix of both. Then they go into a deep cut, I guess you would say, because he plays it now, but it's Falling in Love. Falling in love and I can't get up from Paranormal, which was, I don't even think released as a single, but it's a good song. And then they go, this is another deep cut, Snakebite from Hey Stupid. Snakebite, I'm your only man. Snakebite is your lover. Great song. He comes out with a boa wrapped around his neck. I don't think I've seen him do that. I mean, that was the first time I've seen him do that song, so I'm glad he pulled it out, but I'm not sure if it's the first. It might be the first or second time. He might have did it one other time I saw him with a snake, but I don't remember. I can't remember if I saw him with a snake before. I know it used to be a thing he did, but over the years he hasn't done it for a while. And then they went into Lost in America, Lost in America. My song, pretty much, from Last Temptation. It was a good song. Then Hey Stupid, which, if you see my ranking, I'll put a ranking at the end. That's the only video of mine that does well. It gets almost 5,000 views, so I'll just throw it in there again. Hey Stupid is one of my favorite Alice Cooper albums. If I were to re-rank them, it would still be up there close to the top 5 or top 5. It's the first one I heard, first one fully, and the first one I bought on my own. Then they did, where is it here? The drum solo, Glenn. It was a really short one because I had to piss because I had too much to drink. And it was just right around the corner, so I just ran real quick to the bathroom, and still, it was a short one. Then he went into Welcome to My Nightmare and Cold Ethel. Cold Ethel, cold Ethel. I love that song. It's so cheesy. You can't get away with it today. She's cool in bed. Well, she ought to be, because Ethel's dead. He has that doll holding around the whole time, and yeah, it's one of my favorite Alice Cooper songs. Then it's Only Women Bleed, same album, Welcome to My Nightmare, great ballad. Maybe his most famous ballad. And then he did Poison, and then Feed My Frankenstein, which is, where he brings the whole Frankenstein out on stage, the big tall Frankenstein, which is one of my favorite songs. I know it might be overplayed a lot now, but being a big Wayne's World fan and Hey Stupid fan, I still love it, even though I heard it all 5 times I've seen him so far. And then they do the Black Widow intro in the back with Vincent Price. Like, I think it was maybe an old video from 75 when Vincent Price did the talking and the Black Widow song. And then they did the Black Widow jam when the band was playing. Then he came out with the ballad of Dwight Fry and, the Straight Jacket. And then after that was over, they brought the guillotine out on stage, and the band started playing Killer, and the guillotine chopped his head off, and his wife was dressed up in like a Victorian outfit and the big wig, and dancing on stage with his head and everything. So, and then they were singing "I Love the Dead" from the Billion Dollar Babies, and then he went up on like a big platform and played "Elected" to end the set, and then he came back out, and they did well. I don't think he really even came back out. They just said one more, and then he always ends with "School's Out," and that was the show. I saw him once over 10 years ago. He played "Elected" last as the encore. So it's always those two. I mean, I think in election year he plays that one last, but yeah, it's a great show. You know what you're going to get with Alice. He pretty much has the same stage show all the time. With a guillotine and. I guess a snake sometimes now will come out, and Feed My Frankenstein. But he always has deep cuts because he has 29 albums, and I'm just hoping one of these days if I get to meet him. He's going to be in Philadelphia from Austin Rania on November 8th weekend, so I'm not going. I don't have the money. And I'm not driving 7 hours just to wait in line another 5-6 hours. But yeah, if I ever meet him, I want to ask him if he's ever going to pull out a deep cut from Dada or Zipper Catches Skin, just because... he never has played it live, and he doesn't remember recording it, but he can go back and listen to it. So that's one of the things I'm going to ask him. And another one is if the rumors are true with the original Alice Cooper band going to do one more final album. I'm hoping so, because that's my favorite era, the classic Alice Cooper lineup. So that was just a show review overview of the show. I mean, the set list contained mostly classics with a couple with 5 songs from like the 5 or 6 songs technically from the metal era, with 1 from Raise Your Fist and Yell, 3 from Hey Stupid, and a 2 from Trash. um, but it was mostly like a couple new songs, 1 from Paranormal, 1 off the new album Road, and that was it. And a lot of it was classic, so the set list was awesome because he played all the classic stuff. And like I said, he'll throw a deep bite in there, or deep bite. I mean deep cut. I was thinking snake bite, deep bite, whatever. You know what I mean? He'll throw a deep cut in there. So Lock Me Up. First time he played it was on this tour, because it's this continuation of the Too Close for Comfort tour, because he did that in the beginning of the year, and then he did the stupid Motley Crue one, Def Leppard shows, a few of them, and then he went with Rob Zombie, and now he's back to doing the continuation, second, third leg, whatever, of the Too Close for Comfort tour. So the Lock Me Up was the first time ever, even during the Raise Your Fist and Yell tour. So the positive with Alice is you get a tight band, just they're just so tight, sounds great, and he'll throw 1 or 2 deep cuts in that you don't even think of, and he plays all the classic songs. And he's always touring. He always sounds great. The show's worth going to. So that's what I wanted to do today. I might make another video, since today is Friday the 13th, on, well, I need a new horror movie video, but I think it'll be a band video. If I do it tonight, I'll probably post it tomorrow or over the weekend. But look for that, and maybe another one within the next week or 2 also. So 2 or 3 maybe. It's just hard for me to, I do it when I'm by myself and when I get the motivation to do it. So I want to thank all you for watching. I'll put the Alice video here at the bottom. And thanks all who subscribe, and just me talking metal. So it's just me heart to heart to you, talking about my favorite music, bands, movies. So keep on rocking, and I'll see you soon. Peace.